Thanks so much for staying with us. Coming up this Friday, Camel City Playhouse will debut its latest stage play, and it's the Shakespearean classic Othello. They have several performances planned for this weekend and also next.
So joining us now are two of the cast members, Naima Saeed and Chase Whitehurst. Naima plays the role of Desdemona, and Chase plays the role of Cassio, also the fight choreographer for the play. So we're definitely going to be talking about that. Very excited. Thank you both for joining us.
Thank you for having us.
Thank you.
Absolutely. So Chase, we're going to start with you. Just give us a brief overview of what Othello is about and its message.
So Othello is it's one of Shakespeare's older plays, one of the ones he wrote when he was older, and it is about a man named Othello, who is on top of the world, in charge of the world, and he's notably one of the very few black men who are in power at that time. It's set in Venice, in Shakespearean time, as one would say, the vague area of years that encompasses. And Othello is introduced as this powerful general, the strongest man alive, and he's married to the most fair woman in the world, Desdemona. But his ancient, one of his sub-commanders named Iago, is not happy with Othello and is very jealous of him. So Iago convinces Othello that Desdemona, who's Naima's character, is being unfaithful to him with Cassio, my character. And then that travels Othello down a path of a vicious cycle in which he ends up slaughtering a lot of people, and a lot of people get hurt and dying. Very par for the course for Shakespeare.
Just about to say that, yeah, very Shakespearean.
Naima, what has it been like in your role, preparing for this and your experience working with the cast and director?
Yeah, so Desdemona has always been one of my dream Shakespearean roles. I just always had a really special place in my heart for her character, especially just her naivety and just her beauty and the love that she bears compared to a lot of other Shakespearean characters. And just kind of seeing the journey of Desdemona from beginning to end is such a gradual change, and that's something that the audience will be able to see until the very last minute. But working with the cast has been incredible. I've actually worked with Chase before, which is awesome, and a lot of the other cast members. We're a very tight-knit community, so a lot of us work with each other in previous times, and our director, Tyree Albert, is phenomenal. I mean, I've always loved doing Shakespearean work, and now that Camel City is finally, doing a Shakespearean piece, was more than excited to be a part of it. So everyone's phenomenal, and the show's going to be phenomenal.
Great. Chase, let's get back to this choreographing fight scenes. You were talking about, obviously, some fights have to happen for the Shakespearean plot to happen. So where did you draw inspiration from? What is your approach for these?
Well, I work primarily as a fight choreographer. That's how I knew Naima from earlier. She was in a show that I choreographed. I am trained in stage combat. I'm certified as an advanced actor combatant. This plaque in the background right there, by the Society of American Fight Directors, which is a large certifying body of stage combatants. So I've trained very hard and for very long to be able to understand the process of keeping stage violence safe and communicating it effectively to an audience. I personally try to choreograph fights in a way that settles people's bodies into the choreography so that it comes from their intuitive mind instead of my own. So that way the actors get to keep their voice in their movements and what they do, but I get to sprinkle little bits of knowledge and info to keep it safe and make sure that it reads as actually happening to the audience. But in reality, everyone is being perfectly safe and calm while there's a lot of intense emotion going on stage and intense action happening.
Naima, really quickly, we only have a few seconds left, but I am curious to know what your hope is for people coming out if they've never experienced any kind of Shakespearean show before.
I think Othello is your best first experience going to see a Shakespearean show if you like a little bit of violence, a little bit of love, and a little bit of loss.
Okay.
Makes sense. And you both are so great to have you here on the Local Vibe. Thank you so much for your time and good luck on Friday. Othello debuts at the Camel City Playhouse once again Friday. It will run for 2 weekends in a row there on stage through February 10th. If you're interested, visit camelcityplayhouse.com. Should be a great production.